Interesting things are happening, baby dolls. So Box Michael has come out, and he's a very rare signal from Box Mining. He's a very rare signal. He's a bottom signal, but not a counter. Okay, if you remember Box Mikey, he came during the Trump tariff tantrum. A Trump tariff tantrum, and he's actually come from before. Japan, yen blowing up. So Mikey's actually really good when he comes out. He goes, oh, everyone's really losing their minds. I'm just going to come and just buy the dip. It's actually quite cool that I can identify it. So Box Mikey, very rare bottom signal when he comes back to buy the dips again. Remember, he came out by a Trump tariff tantrum. To buy Bitcoin is 75K. And he's buying Ethereum here. He goes, woke up buying more. Truck it. Truck you, bears. I'm buying. Very interesting. Yeah. So I'm just trying to bring some cool information your way. I want to show you something as well. Found this very interesting. All over YouTube comments. Man, the retailers are saying it's over. It's kind of funny. People on YouTube, on Twitter, they'll say, oh, according to me, you all think that the bull market's still on. Dude, go and check the actual comments. Go check people, what they're saying. Bobby Ray. Altcoins are not in a bear market. They're not in any market. They're all finished. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. I have a quote here for you. Just look at it. Altcoins are not in any market. They're all finished. So, friends, this is what we're seeing all across the YouTube comments, man. Right as the US Fed announces QT's ending. Right? It's wild. Like we have the US Fed just announced, okay, no more QT, and they are doing the stealth QT already. They are filling up the repo facility, as I've reported for you. We've already caught them. They've got like $50 billion in there. Caught them. They're doing it on purpose, man. They don't give a crap. It's been a disastrous 5 years being here, of course. Most of us regret every minute of it. I know I'm with you every step of the way, but like take an outside perspective. We know when the YouTube comment guys are saying junk like this, it's usually a contrarian signal. Usually you're like, man, everyone kind of saying finished. Mr. Obi Wanker, I love your name, bro. Wake me up when the bear market ends. I'm more sad than Green Day version. Gali, I'm sorry for the pain you're suffering, my friend. This too shall pass. It's all right. It happens. You only hold the only one asset that gets black swanned over the past 140 years of bad PMI data, which is altcoins. Oh man, it is painful because based off 4-year cycle, man, like if you go off, see, it's funny. This is the thing, friends. Obviously, this time is different. Obviously, there are different institutional players. Proof, based off the 4-year cycle, you had to buy any altcoin at the end of 2023. That was traditionally when the PMI starts to bottom out. Now, the financial conditions did bottom out at the end of 2023 in October, and their forward-looking indicators are going up, but PMI still hasn't reversed. So, man, it's just been absolutely bonkers out here. Thank you to the baby doll who made this as well. Vote for Sammy. Let's play some Pumper G music. Very good. Now, I'm just here joking, right? But not really. Bet more. Gold, right? So, friends, gold's 30 trillion. Crypto's 3.5. Okay. We have zero knowledge tech, privacy solutions, P2P finance, including P2P swapping. We've got stablecoin, supercycle, debit cards, credit cards, cashback rewards. The cypherpunk dreams here. You can bridge from city to city. You have your own self-sovereign money, free from government-controlled totalitarianism. We've even got stocks. We've got TradFi, real-world assets, tokenization of stuff. Makes you want to vomit just saying all these amazing things crypto's actually produced. The problem is the market's still pieces of shit have sold it down forever. They'd rather go buy Palantir for a 300 PE where you literally get back your money in 300 years. Like you want to tell me the market has smartened up? They're literally buying Palantir. Their PE ratio is 300. Like you're going to get back your money in 23, 25 based off today's earnings. You might say, oh, but they're betting on the growth. Exactly. They are betting on the growth. But right now, you're trading at a 300 PE, which means it takes you 300 years of current earnings to make up the market cap. That's how big your market cap is. Huh. Would you give a loan, friends, to a guy who was making $1,000 a year of income, but he had a loan of $300,000? Oh, you wouldn't do that? Well, guess what? That's what the market is doing with Palantir. That's how much speculation there is in it. I think crypto should be at least 10 trillion. Now, friends, I have a question here from Adzi. Adzi's asked about Ethereum's chart and trend lines. The post is asked about, we've got Filicone here. He's like he's a crypto trader. Today, Ethereum breaks the massive high-low uptrend from 1400 that lasted 206 days. The bull market is over. So I've got my response coming for you that I've given to Adzi, and we'll just roll it now. So the thing about trend lines is they're very subjective. That's why trend lines are an art, not a science. So like I can just show you here. Here you have the Bitcoin chart, right? Just Bitcoin, for example. You know, like you could just draw any trend line here. I mean, I'll just draw one right now for you. This is Bitcoin, okay? You go, oh yeah, this trend line's still intact. See? So, but what I could then do is I go, wait, I'm connecting the wicks. Why don't I connect the bodies of the candle? Then you go, oh, this thing is now broken down, right? And you know, even if it comes here, he's going to say, yep, it's a lower high and we're going to go down lower. It's subjective, sir. That's the most important thing to understand from this. That's why if you've been watching, I know you have, Adzi, I use like the weekly super trend. It's literally still green, right? Like, now the point here is 96,000. Technically, if it wants to be racist, it can come and squeeze us. It did squeeze us in the Trump tariff tantrum, went down to 74,000. You got to remember when it came here, Ivan sold 33% and Uncle Bobby sold 33%. They both exited because it came so close to flipping the super jet. They're like, that's it. This is my point. I'm out. Bank. And it went up. I'm wondering if that happens now. Now, you might say, but Somi, does that mean we go down to 95K? We could, bro. We could always go to 95K. We could. I'm just, once again, art and science, right? I'm just guessing, yeah. Do you notice how when Trump won, okay, so actually let's look at these, right? This is the Bitcoin spot ETF run. There was a huge rally and then we came back to fake out the weekly super trend here, okay? So then look what happened again. There was another Bitcoin rally, come to fake out the weekly super trend. Okay. Look at this one though. See, this one's done that. Do you see how the look? We can go down, bro. We can go down and do this, bro. It could be over, but that's why it's like art science. You know, if you look at it, it's a bit of an artwork here where you're like, well, the rise up wasn't as much, so do we need to come all the way down here? And that's where you got to assess, you know, do you lose more money from being sidelined than being in? And that's where, obviously, as I say that, I know everyone's laughing and joking. We're like, dude, being long anything in crypto has been the biggest abomination piece of shit. Anything besides altcoin, but Bitcoin's a scam. Yeah, see that type of thinking, that's how everyone else feels. But then we got to, like, that's why it's an art, right? You're thinking if everyone feels like that, it probably means the only people holding this are super, super, super strong. Yeah. Like I have not seen, for example, once again, art versus science, right? I haven't seen a single person on Twitter show anxiety or fear where they go, oh man, if Bitcoin breaks below 100, I'm selling everything because I'm out. No one's actually said that. Why? Because we never rallied in the first place. We're like, it's still over, bro. We never even went up. Yeah. Altcoins never did their 5x move and they dropped 20%. And then you're like, oh crap, if Bitcoin drops below 100K, I'm going to sell. And then you're selling like a 65% retrace from the high. We never even went up in the first place. See, so if there was a nice formula, we'd be able to win. There isn't a nice formula though. It's art versus science, you know? And you know, it's 50-50 anyway. So we're just hoping this kind of figures itself out. This is year of the horse coming up soon, right? Right now we're in year of the snake, yeah? What I'll actually do is, I've made a cute picture here, year of the snake. So I know it's funny, right? We're just inventing stuff out here, but you know, it's a year of fake outs. Hasn't it been? Think about this, man. There were people who sold on Japan Pokemon Island, and then Trump tariff tantrum, right? And I'm just wondering if we're gonna get as well. We're gonna get this, where we're gonna see 4-year cycle FUD. I wonder if we're going to look back at year of the snake and go, oh man, deception every single time, right? Once again, we'll see. So by the way, with Filicone as well, if Ethereum starts going up, I promise you, he just invents some new triangle He goes, oh, there's a new Elliott wave triangle. Here's a target. And, you know, they just move on. So there you go, baby dolls. We are navigating everything together. I've shown you trend lines. Everyone's got their own opinion. Bull versus bear, yada, yada. But just think about those big things happening out. I mean, it's undeniable, right? This clashing of is it over or is it going to keep going? Of course it's torn everyone in crypto, but you know, you always open yourself up. You go, well, obviously you prepare for the worst, but we did get the worst. Like you're saying, oh, the worst is going to go on forever. It could, man, but we did get the worst. Imagine 2 years ago, someone said, hey, don't buy any altcoins. We're going to get the worst data in 140 years. The PMI is going to be down for 36 months in a row. Okay, prepare. Well, here we are. Man, is it ever going to get better? I hope it does. Like, subscribe, catch you soon.